Hello and welcome to Adventures in Lollygagging. I am Kixter, your GM for tonight, and Jeff, you know what? Your opening sequence with the music still rocks. Still fun to listen to.
Aw. I found it online all by myself.
Did you? Yeah?
I did.
It's a very good name.
Yes.
Dude, I
If
think
I-
it's
Oh,
pretty
wait, no,
if I remember
pretty
correctly.
iconic.
Was that Time
No,
Watch?
you're thinking of Time Watch. Yeah, you're thinking of Time Watch.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the mullet action.
Yes.
yes.
That was so well named.
I do spend an inordinate amount of time going through various sites trying to get like the perfect music for this.
It's
It
time
pays
well
off.
spent.
Music
it
makes
is,
the
yes.
atmosphere.
That's great.
There you go.
All
That's
right.
right.
Now, as we go through the month of October, I start with the question that I've asked Melissa 3 weeks in a row, I think. Oh, already shaking her head.
No,
Yeah.
no. But as we cycle through which like streaming ones we have up and down, I will get around to watching Shaun of the Dead. Yes, but it is
Okay.
not available on any of the ones that we are currently up with. So,
Fair enough.
but we've
Well,
still made our way through, other things.
you could probably get the DVD secondhand for like $1.
It probably, with the way streaming is going, it wouldn't be the worst
Mhm.
thing to just own the Cornetto
Yeah.
trilogy on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Probably be a
that's
good
pretty
way to
nice.
go.
That would also give you the behind the scenes, like just the voiceover on the back end of the movies that I always like to listen to. This is going to shock you guys because I don't shut up about this. When I was watching Sunshine for the first time, I immediately played it with the director's commentary on right after watching it, because Sunshine is an awesome science fiction movie and everybody should watch it.
So, quick poll: like, who else listens
my
to
notes.
all of that stuff with like director's cut or stuff? Because I don't know that I've ever listened to any like director's cut
never
stuff.
listened to a
I
director's
love
cut.
director's cut. I'm
Among
so
things,
that's the
commentary, I mean.
thing I hate the most about streaming is it's no director's commentary, no commentary at all. I love hearing about the mechanics and
That's
the like
awesome.
what the fuck was going on-ness of it.
I was listening to a podcast on my way home, and it's ologies, and the episode was on cosmology, and they were actually talking about how, like, I think it was Sunshine and Interstellar. I know
Sunshine's
Interstellar
the
was
better
one. I'm
movie.
trying to remember the other. Like, there was literally so much computing power that went into them trying to create the graphics for like black holes and all that kind of stuff, that there's actual like scientific papers that came out of it, because like movie studios have amazing computational power that even like universities and science labs don't necessarily have.
That's
And so like
cool.
there was like
Yeah.
actual science that came out of like just trying to create the graphics for some of that stuff, even if they made it wonky and like not realistic because it like looks cooler in the movie, but there was still
That's
like
pretty cool.
actual science that came from like, we have access to these really cool computers, and the people making the movie want to make it like kind of
Yeah.
actual science. So like,
Yeah.
it's an interesting
that's
way
so
to get
crazy.
science funded.
I mean, I'll
Very
take it.
cool.
But yeah, could you imagine if the graphic of the sun looked bad in the movie called Sunshine?
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
killer.
I think there's some,
It just looks like the sun from Raisin Bran boxes.
Yeah.
Except it's got like a sad face because it's dying.
It's like a post-it note yellow, and it's a smiley face.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, it was 2007, and you can just watch in the graphics still so beautiful. Anyway, now that we
Also, Christian Bale's eyes, also very beautiful. You lose yourself in them.
Christian Bale,
Not Christian Bale. I'm
Mm-mm.
sorry.
Cillian
what am I
Murphy.
talking about? No, hang on. Cillian Murphy. Cillian. It's Killian.
Killian, whatever. It's one of those things where I read the names.
But Christian Bale's eyes aren't bad, but like, Cillian Murphy.
I know what Cillian Murphy's eye color is. I can't say with 100% confidence I know
I think they're
what
just brown.
Christian Bale's
They're
eyes are.
probably brown.
I thought-
Statistically
I think they're just brown.
speaking.
I thought they were, like, green.
Yeah.
I thought they were like green or blue or like some sort of like dusky blue or something.
Christian
well,
Bale.
the internet is going to tell us sooner rather than
Google
later.
and post
Wait, are we talking
comments
about?
and let us
Are we
know in the
talking
video.
about Christian Bale or
Okay.
Cillian Murphy?
Cillian
It was
Murphy's
in a
Bale.
movie called
Oh.
Pale
Christian
Blue
Bale,
Eyes. right?
I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure is brown eyes.
Yeah. Christian Bale has brown eyes.
Actually,
Oh.
it's hazel brown, so it's like totally different.
Okay.
That's a perfect actually.
Actually,
It's hazel.
Actually,
Actually.
it's hazel brown.
that's the kind of shit I pull all the time.
That's funny.
I like how my misspeak has led to us Googling Christian Bale's icon.
You know, we
Well,
strive
yep.
for some kind of accuracy in some things.
There's a few people.
I'm now
you
just
know.
like looking at images of Christian Bale for some reason. I'm just sort of lost in it right now.
I mean, like,
Also
it's
that.
like
very attractive looking man with many different looks.
it's like one of those things like you see Christian
did not
Bale
look
all the
attractive
time in
in
like
The
movies,
Mechanic.
but like you never like pay attention to his eyes. It's like you don't pay attention to like which arm swings when you take a step with which foot, you know.
Well,
but
and
there's
also
actors
Personally,
who
Alex,
know.
I always look at people in their eyes when I'm,
Talking to them?
I don't know what kind of
Oh, no.
person you are.
Oh, no.
People, but
I look
Look
at
at
their forehead because it's just like looking them directly into the eyes
Knows the
is a little bit
exact
too
skin
intimate to
tone,
me.
color, hex pattern of the forehead of whomever he's looking at.
I also just think like actors, like there are not nearly as many blue-eyed actors as one might seem from like watching movies. Like I'm pretty sure there's a good business of blue-colored contacts in showbiz.
you're saying Hollywood is lying to us, Alyssa? What?
Yeah,
Just
Oh,
I
wow.
think
What's wrong with
Just
you?
a
blue
scotch.
eyes is a lot more common than tall actor. Because quite often those scenes on the stairway or
Right.
on the box, so they can
Yeah,
appear
yeah.
so much taller is or the pumps in their shoes. That's
Yeah.
yes,
Like-
all of the things that
all of the things.
yeah.
Like, isn't Tom Cruise like 5'6"? Like I thought he would
Yeah.
be a lot taller.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, he's pretty short.
Yeah.
He's like same height as me. It's crazy.
Tom Cruise.
You know who I thought would be taller is fucking ludicrous. Like I
Wait.
saw him at this hotel I worked at back in the day, and dude, I swear to God, he gives off like 6'3" energy, but like he's
How
not
tall-
6'3".
How tall is Luda? How tall is Luda?
He's
Five-
You're gonna have to
definitely.
Google it.
5'8".
Yeah.
5'8". He's 5'8".
172.7 centimeters.
Oh man, he's
But
5'8".
He comes off a lot. That's what I mean. 6'3" energy. He has 6'3" energy.
That's. I mean, confidence adds 5 inches. I
That's
guess.
what I'm
There,
saying.
there you go.
That's what I'm saying. It's all of
Yeah.
those holes in area codes. Like that's what it has to be.
I was very excited with one celebrity encounter I had when I was in LA for a conference. They
Mhm.
were filming the Training Day television show outside of the
Ooh.
hotel I was in, and there was a little sign that said, "Don't mind the gunfire, everything's fine." And so I got to hold the door open for Bill Paxton.
Ooh.
Not just for him. There's a group of people. I just held the door and like he just walked past and that's it. So anyhow, there's my story. Also, we were about the same height. It's about right about 6. Right about 6. Just a hair under me. I think I was a little
wild.
taller than him.
That's wild.
It was in LA.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Kipser,
I still have a picture of it, and it said like when I walked right into the hotel to check in, it's just this warning sign like don't worry if you hear automatic gunfire,
Mhm.
and you're fine, everything's fine. Like, okay. Cool.
I want to see how
Cool.
Kipser is going to
Very
transition from this conversation into the recap. This is what I am sitting over here being like,
Well,
oh, I want to see this transition.
Speaking of gunfire.
Yeah. So yeah, that gunfire. So anyway, Tetsuo period. No, I living where I live, I actually am in one of the large filming communities. So
Yo, me
I
too.
just walk around and see actors sometimes. Or it's really annoying because they keep blocking off entire sections of my street. And I would like them to stop because I need the parking. But yes, they like to film in my area. We got a lot of old houses here. All right. Now, let's play some Hardwired Island. You have to squint as the screen goes all white before a red rectangle with rounded edges fades into existence, and the letters Tetsuo sings and appears slamming down one after the other in front of you. A gentleman steps in front of this logo. He is likely in his 40s with still mostly black hair, precisely controlled, and a stiff-looking suit. If you live in Grand Cross, you will probably have heard one appliance with Tetsuo logo on it. You've at least seen someone with Tetsuo augments, or you'll know an android with Tetsuo body built, or considered buying the latest Tetsuo overdrive console. If it's Tetsuo, you've got electronics in it, and we do it. The man presses his hands down the front of his suit jacket, straightening the surface already without a wrinkle. In our efforts to move forward or reaching out to every household and every individual, Tetsuo would like to invite you to download our new app, Tetsuo Now, which will allow you to link up and control all Tetsuo devices with your voice or with your phone and the press of a little button. We hope you join us in linking up across the universe. As the man bows to the camera, the scene fades to black. You wait. The scene remains black. You hear a voice in the distance. Hello? Is this thing on? Please, my name is Astrea Redux. Please, help me, find me. The screen remains black. Well, hello, listeners. This is Cassidy Park, tech journalist at large, coming to you hot, and I am, from Mondo Studios. A brazen woman fills the screen with long, dark, curly hair and golden eyes. I am here to bring you those untold stories from around your own neighborhood. Rumor has it that the popular streamer Max Babylon has moved to the outer hall of L5 and is gathering Singularist and Zealot fans to him. Time will tell what he chooses to do there. There have been some inquiries about a group of street artists who go by the name Team Sparkle Doom Crisis. After looking them up, it does seem like they have some crazy notions that there are new robots on the scene. Who knows if this is true, but it certainly seems to have attracted someone's attention, since it sounds like they had a group of hired thugs appear around their quote-unquote hidden base. According to sources, they did start investigations on one Canopus Hiryu, who was a respected scientist who recorded to show he took his own life, and a Oscar A. Johnson, who appears to have had an unfortunate accident with an airlock when drunk. Cascade flicks her hair behind her and readjusts her AR monocle. I'm not one for conspiracies, but these renegades have gotten my attention. I may have even heard news that Meteor Ventures was broken into last night, and that Haru Hiryu was partying last night with a very awkward woman, engaging with her in conversation. Let's see how this all unfolds at 10. As you guys sort of, the news bulletin, leaving your AR glasses, you blink, having come back to your hidden base in the morning after finishing your night activities. Blood Riot. You had gone to the Synthen Ward once more, to Disco Elysium in the evening. It had been a week since the Painting the Sky incident, and you didn't know that they were up to anything, so you just went out to have a good time. But, well, at Disco Elysium, Mori, M-A-U-R-I, Mori Karim, came up to you in the club, and she informed you that there had been something that was causing a disruption in the supply chain for her drugs. Now, you, as a drug runner, know that there is sort of a bunch of fake mountains in the Synthen Ward, and one of those is being used by the Livapujets to have a big tunnel in a hole where they make a lot of drugs to then run them through the mountain to the other side. And Mori was complaining that some of her mules and runners had seen a weird robot that had caused them to lose business because they weren't able to get everything out of the mountain, out of the drug den. And she's asking you if you've heard anything. You, at that time, had not. You didn't really, yes, she knew that you knew that there were weird robots about, but it's not one that you had heard of before. This long snake or worm-like robot that she's describing, her people having seen. So, in the morning, slightly hungover, very likely, up to you, you do make your way back to your quote-unquote hidden base to meet up with the rest of your friends as the rock climbing bells at the door chime and Blood Riot enters. You guys, probably it's 10 in the morning. You can be awake or still asleep, depending on what you think. But another day has come. What's everybody doing?
Just to be annoying, I would say Sweet
Coolios.
is sitting up, waiting, and just like when Blood Riot comes in, she's just like, all right, dude, where'd you been?
And Blood Riot is just saying goodbye to some woman.
Yeah. She'll grab the back of your head, Blood Riot, and bring you in for one last kiss before she lets you go and just peace.
And then she looks over you. Sorry, what did you say?
And Sweet just sort of leaned around and was like, answer that question.
Hey, where's everyone else? I heard a thing last night that might be interesting.
And Sweet will look over to where Cool is.
Cool is clearly doing, some practice daily. It's not a tourney game, but he's really just gonna kind of get in his solo queue and just gonna work on his skills. Trying out. I think they released a new champion, so he's just sort of seeing what that's gonna be like once that gets on. Once the patch goes, live on the tourney servers. So it's not quite there yet. Figuring out, messing it up.
Sweet turns the other way.
It's a new character that is dressed all in red, and whenever they ult, they scream, it's happening time. And the person who keeps playing it keeps at the same time as hitting that ult and doing that sound effect, has in all caps in the text, it's coming time instead, and now you can't disconnect that.
Oh. Okay. Well, I was figuring I was playing it because it's a new jungle champ.
You can.
So,
your enemy is doing that then.
Oh, well, I'll just go shit on him. I'll just
yeah.
I'll just do farming Udyr and just go take his junk.
Yeah, fair enough. There you go.
And
it seems like an obnoxious
other
child.
Looking for Kowboi.
I play Legions of Lancers, so I'm kind of used to obnoxious
true.
child. So it's really just par for the course, dog. So
what Kowboi Frezh is doing is if you've ever watched the Facebook movie where the programming nerds are plugged in. That's what he is. He's plugged in programming, but in a futuristic way with the Nintendo Power Gloves on both hands and the VR headset with the wires sprouting everywhere.
Busy.
Hey,
Busy.
Frezh, can you hear me?
Nope, no reply. Sweet, as you do look over, D3 seems to be currently powered down, plugged into a wall on the side, kind of in a back corner. He's probably recharging.
So I'll just turn to Sweet and say, oh, whatever, I'll just tell him later. Apparently there's some big weird robot harassing, my drug people.
Well, Sweet, being vegan straight edge, is well, if you didn't do the drugs, then you wouldn't have to worry about who is harassing
but
the
they're not
drug gang.
just my drug people. They're a lot of people's drug people.
And Sweet doesn't necessarily
that's the
inherently see the problem with that. Of like, well, it could be a good time
either
to find out their
willfully
hobbies.
misunderstanding or either way.
We have this conversation around each other fairly
Yes.
frequently.
I mean, as far as you're concerned, Sweet, the Liverpojet are just a vest-wearing gang. Blood Riot to you, Liverpojet make the best party drugs in the district.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Like,
It's gonna like fuck with a lot of people if that applies. It.
We gotta go save those drug runners, team.
like well, if it's gonna hurt, I mean, people shouldn't be hurt. Like, we can agree on that we should really
Of
make sure
course.
that like people aren't being hurt. I mean, if this
obviously.
disrupts a little supply, fine by me. But you're right. People should not be hurt. And she'll like wad up some kind of like holographic something or another that we've got, and she'll just like throw it at Kowboi. Since he did not respond to verbal calls.
Yeah.
on
You
the
create
game,
sort of like a digital crumpled paper and you throw it. And because it's all digital, you can fully control that trajectory. There's no like athleticism needed for this. And
right in the shoulder.
Frezh, you feel like something pings on your VR set and suddenly your entire screen is filled with like white, or what would Sweet like have thrown as an image to Kowboi Frezh to like not just to kind of shock him? Do you think?
I would say that the image would be like an old school 80s tube sock that was worn by like a baseball player for a week.
Ooh. All right, so Kowboi Frezh, you get this white screen and then this like sock renders and you can see like green smelly lines coming off. You can't smell it, it's all digital, but you see like it's very 80s and it clearly it would go up to like the knees and has those red lines around the top, and the white sock bottom is clearly like black brown with dirt from being used, and you're just like, you suddenly have this image and you can't shake it off your VR screen easily. Someone wants your attention, obviously.
Kowboi,
You're also muted.
Kowboi. we can't hear you.
Who flash bombed me with this sock?
There's a world around you, Blood Riot's back.
Oh, and then I was just gonna be like, what?
Hey,
Blood Riot.
Hey, you heard anything about a big weird robot?
Big weird robot.
Yeah, apparently it's like harassing some people.
And he's like gonna scratch his chin and think back to Apiary Inc.
Mm-hmm.
And Space Willie.
Mm-hmm.
Did it have? I mean, I forget. It had antennas, right? The Space Willie.
Yeah, it had
like
satellite
dishes.
Mm-hmm.
Satellite dishes,
yeah.
and it was like kind of like a snake. It was more like a snake-like thing, but like. But I'm gonna ask, did it have antennas?
I haven't seen it, but it was described as sort of snake-like and worm-like.
Yeah, Blood Riot. Your friends would have said that they felt immense heat when they were right before they saw it, and that it was all gray. But it looked like it had a bunch of almost solar panels coming off the top of it.
Okay. So that's
how they
what
described
I'm going to relay. And at that, I haven't seen it, but this is how it was described to me.
Oh, that sounds like Space Willie. And I'm like, I'm gonna turn to Sweet. I'm gonna ask her, doesn't that sound like Space Willie?
It definitely could be. There were a lot of other things, though. I think that we heard, "Hey, cool.
What?
Weren't there like
what?
other descriptions of the like different robots that you got?
There's like a bunch of them. Yeah. So what was it described as? You said like
big worm-like
solar
and gray.
panels. Yeah. So like, guys, we got like a bunch of info about like all these different like robots that might be like possibly being used for like deep space something or other, and one of them's like literally called the worm, and it literally looks like a worm, and it literally has like little wingy things that kind of look like solar panels. Like, I know everyone's got a lot going on. I'm just saying, like, you know, so do I. Like, I got Q right now, but I still know this. It's all good.
Yay, you're reading my
So
notes. Yay.
Gold star.
Gold star to you.
So, because it's hurting people, we might want to go see what we can do about that. Maybe we go gear up and go try to dismantle it. Take it down.
Let's get our blades on.
Oh, you guys are awesome. I'll make sure
Yeah, we
we
know.
get some really good drugs at the end of this.
I wanted to
Oh,
not
don't
hurt
worry,
people.
sweet. I'll make sure there's enough so you
No.
have like your fair share.
It is the morning, so there's a few things. Sweet, you did promise Haru that you would meet her today at her house as well. And there is the information that you guys found on Oscar. You've done just a quick look at what you collected, but you, Kowboi, Frezh, and Coolio, you guys do have a lot more information to go through in terms of what is on Oscar from the Metro Ventures as well. Or Meteor Ventures.
Because we saw him like straight up being murdered.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Which is obviously not him drunkenly stumbling into an airlock. So he was clearly murdered. But we didn't recognize, like, we couldn't identify the murderer, but he was like, but the murderer was like distinct, right?
Yes.
Am I right?
So the fellow that you saw had for sort of very choppy but straight black hair. You could tell that he had a lot of cybernetics in his face, although he had it in skin tone. His beard and lower jaw was quite obviously robotic, where he had like a fake black beard built into like a fake jaw. And then you could see sort of red glow coming from behind both of his eyes. So you know that he has robotics that were expensive enough to be kind of discreet, like you'd have to look twice to see them kind of thing. And you could tell that the suit he was wearing it's not just like some street vendor. This would have been tailored to him. It was fitting.
So like, could you like maybe do like an image search or something, Kowboi? Like see if like that image pops up anywhere else? Like, so maybe we can get an idea on who this is, like who we're dealing with, whether it's just like some, I mean, because like we also like heard something too. We heard like there was like a conversation, right?
Yes.
Wasn't there like a conversation where it's like it was supposed to be kept quiet or something like that, or something along those lines?
So you guys got a video footage from Oscar's house. And you only saw like, you were just grabbing all the information. And it was like the last minute before the house cameras got cut that got sent to Meteor Ventures. And what you had seen was this fellow like in the kitchen with Oscar, and he was like yelling at him, and he grabbed him by the sort of the collar of his shirt and shoved him against a wall. And he said to him, we specifically said not to leave a trail. We made it very clear. And then he just pulled a gun from the back of his waist, leveled it at his head, and shot him in the face.
So we need to like figure out who that guy is that killed him. And then like, what was it that if they're killing him because they told him not to leave a trace, that means there is a trace. So like, who killed him? What was the trace? Right? Whoa. Some deep stuff.
But yeah, you could dig a little bit into some of the. You think there might be a little bit more information that you collected that you just hadn't had time to go through while breaking into his office. And then, Sweet, you know that Hadu had asked you to come to her house,
Her place,
which
and bring the
is
crew because she knew that there was a whole crew.
Ward, and she wanted to. Yes.
Yeah. So we also got an invitation, and so like we can go. I did chat with her. Remember last night where I was like, I really just want like a me night and just go by myself, and then D3 came anyway. But it actually worked out because D3 did a whole like dance thing and like got everybody's attention, and that kind of like helped me sneak up and kind of have a chat with her. And she did. She knows that it was totally suspicious circumstances with her dad, and she knows that something happened. And she's actually like really smart. And this whole just going out to clubs and doing the like rich girl thing is just like part of what she does for the public, but like she really knows a lot of stuff. So like we're all supposed to go see her like now.
Yep.
Everybody can go?
Let's go.
Everybody's still in their pajamas, but you, Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm just like I have my cat mug and just drinking coffee. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I can Q dodge. It's all right. Yeah, it's
Ooh.
fine. It's cool.
Your team's not going to be happy with that.
No, this is just solo queues.
Oh,
Just solo
okay,
queues.
okay.
Screw them.
Oh,
You know?
fair enough.
They'll just requeue. It's fine. Whatever. Anyhow. Okay. Yeah. But we should definitely figure out who that killer guy was and everything. But yeah, let's go do the thing with your thing. Yeah. Where is Big D, by the way?
He's
Coolio,
I
I
need him earlier and he didn't wake up, so I think he's I don't know, like we've tried to tell him don't restart during the download, and he did, and now he's got to recover.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they don't call him Big Dummy for nothing. Okay.
So yes, if you guys head to the Marquee Ward, so it's the Simpson Ward is where you guys are at, and then the Marquee Ward is like right below you. If you imagine that there's a bunch of sort of lines all the way down the cylinder, you're just like one sort of section below you is the Marquee Ward, which is where she is. So it's you can take again. Would you like to do the basement, or would you like to take the transit? Basement, you can take your rollerblades, you go really fast. Transit, you guys would be pretty quick, but also like all the cameras know where you're at.
Yeah, and, like,
Basement.
those dudes came and were knocking on the door and everything, and then got back, so like, yeah, we should probably keep a low profile.
You do know you're being watched, yes, or suspect that you're being watched.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Although, Coolio, as you consider this and look up around looking for those little drones that have been following you forever, you don't see the Max Babylon drones.
What?
Hmm?
Wait, what does that mean? Does that mean we're just not cool anymore? Like what? Like why is he not paying attention to us now? Like what was that about? Like what does that mean? Does that mean he's dead? Is Max Babylon dead?
I think that he's somewhere. He's probably in danger. Well, on the to-do list of stuff to try to figure that out.
Okay. Well, I guess it's kind of nice not to be spied on for once. Anyhow, but yeah, we should probably go.
All right. So as you guys sort of hit that code into the door that you guys had discovered that led to the basement, clearly hidden away, but with your hacking skills and just general tech knowledge, you were able to figure out what you needed to get down here. You fall into, or there's probably a ladder, you climb down into sort of that dark abandoned subway-esque scene where it's just all gray walls. Clearly tracks were used to move a large quantity of materials while they're building down here. But once you've kind of built on the above area, this area is generally abandoned. You see on the wall as you go down, for some reason, there is a greater than symbol with 2 zeros after it. Or sorry, 3 zeros after it.
Hey,
Is that familiar?
so like,
This is new. You can tell that this is new to this area. And you did most of the graffiti in this part of the underground. Someone spray painted over your own artwork.
This isn't like a gang sign or anything.
Is this
I know.
is this like some sort
worm?
of territorial dispute thing?
Yeah, that's kind of the first thing I thought, but like, I don't think
But
so. Or
like,
if it
look
is,
at it.
it's not a group I know, and I know most of the
it's
groups.
like a mouth and then like 3 segments. It's like a worm or like a snake or like Willy or something like that. Look, it's like a mouth, the greater than, and then there's like 3 zeros that are like segments.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just saying that's the first thing Coolio thought. So-
Can I do like an earth culture roll and a marketing roll to see if I...
Sure, yeah. If you want to see if you recognize this from Earth culture, this is obviously going to be a clever roll. And you said marketing. Yeah, sure. We can say Earth culture with a focus on marketing if you'd like, that additional bonus.
Sorry, I forgot what game I'm playing. I'm rolling 46, and then I was like, that's a really big number. I don't think that's what that's supposed to do.
Yes. Oh, also, if you guys ever want to take like 24 hours, you can roll for a prep point, by the way. But yes, what did you get?
10.
10. Okay, with 10, you're like going through your memory bank of what symbols you would associate with different companies on Earth and how they would market it. You're trying to remember like the shorthand that they would have been using for different like products and some of the product names. You're trying to think of maybe this is like a logo or shorthand. And you, with a 10, are very confident this is not something that you have seen or know from Earth's history.
I don't know. Like, I know a lot of like old stuff and stuff from like not here, and I don't recognize this. So maybe it is like a up and coming thing, or maybe it is. Maybe we like look for more of them and see if it like leads us somewhere. You know, like a out in front of everyone hidden treasure map.
Can I take a picture of it and send it over to Maori?
Absolutely. You like
recognize
can
it?
double tap your AR glasses and get a screenshot of exactly what you're seeing in perfect digital render and send it to Mark.
Because her thought is pretty much exactly what Kowboi first said, which is that it's some kind of gang sign.
Sure. Let me roll for Maori. She would. Okay, not bad for me. I rolled an 8, a 6 and a 2. So usually I roll a 3 and a 2. So for some reason now my dice like me. And then she'd have definitely a +3 on that. And she runs a drug empire. So she has a +3 for like gang knowledge. And then she would have probably... She would have a +2 for clever, so that would be like a 13. So you get a response, maybe after about 15 minutes of waiting, where she'll send like a question mark back and send unknown. Like, what is this?
I'll just reply, don't worry about it. And I'll say to these guys, like, it's a gang, it's not any gang that my people know.
And you're, Murray, knows a lot of gangs. Like she leads
Yeah.
the one at Disco Elysium, which is a smaller gang, but she knows most of the symbols for the area. This wasn't something she recognized within the Sinjin ward happening before. So probably not a gang and probably not Earth culture.
Do you think this is like a cult, maybe? Or like
maybe Colia is onto something with that worm thing.
or a worm thing, yeah.
I don't know if it's like the worm specifically. I was just saying, like, it's got like the symbol, right? Like, and then it looks like a thing. I don't know. It was just like maybe I just have it on the brain because you mentioned the worm itself, and then you mentioned Free Willy and everything. Like, I could just be like seeing what I want to see, you know? But like, yeah, I don't know, guys. I just like there's a lot of things going on, and maybe it's just because I like robots and like machines and such. But like, I don't know, man. I'm a little worried about this. Like, you remember like little Coder, and like there was a bunch of them, and then there was Willy, and then we got all this information about all these other robots and things. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Whatever. I'm spiraling out right now. Okay.
You know what?
I didn't sleep last night.
We actually, but we're like running late though. So like we're gonna just like file that one away, and then like we'll go to the meeting, and then we can like pick it up after.
There wasn't like, because like there wasn't like, was this associated with like the worm or Free Willy, like in the file stuff that we got? Was there like any, I don't remember the art specifically, but was there any kind of like emblazoned insignia or something on it that might suggest it?
So here, hold on, because you're in here, I can do this. So this was what you're remembering for the worm.
Yeah.
And then as far as that symbol with the greater than and the 3 zeros, the information that you guys collected was all online observations. It wasn't obviously the people that created them. It's people that had just like seen it for a second, but nobody, you don't think, mentioned this. Roll me. Ooh, okay. This is going to be really hard. It would have been, give me a clever roll. This is going to be really hard to do. So maybe a 15. Like this
so
is really
difficult.
Unlikely.
So really hard to get.
Okay. Normally,
He's gonna get double
that's
6.
really good.
He's gonna get double 6.
Since my tech head has to do with like basically anything like robotic or whatever, could I get that on this?
Yeah, I'll give that to you.
Okay.
I mean,
all right, so that means
drone daddies.
I mean, you're already like
robots.
circling obviously the right
15.
answer based on the specialties I'm allowing you to use.
I did notice as you pulled up the file that there are 2 entries that have over 3 in them, and so I'm not sure if that is just a coincidence that there's like 3 zeros. I have no idea. But I did just notice that when you shared the file.
Oh.
Trying to think of what else I got. How does it you get like advantage, like an extra die on a roll?
I think if you have prep,
so you
you have
can
to spend
have
prep.
I'm also
I can help
willing
him too, right?
for the help action. Yes, so Kowboi Frezh
Awesome.
could give you the help action, and that would give you
Thank
advantage on one of the dice.
Okay, here we
It's
go.
gonna be
but
so
then-
hard to get to
advantage is-
15.
Advantage.
difficult.
So
So
does
boost
that
is
mean-
an additional dice. Advantage is re-rolling for a higher number.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. How do I?
Double
You
6.
get 2 6s.
No, I'm gonna roll for the 6. I rolled a 6 and a 5.
Did you roll the 6 on the
Sorry,
reroll?
Kipser.
No, it's
I
fine.
did.
No, it's
I'm
all
sorry,
good.
Kipser.
He did.
I actually needed that too because
Ooh.
with Clever and Tech Head, I only had a +3. So I did in fact need a.
It's the
Sorry,
only way to
double
get it
sixes.
was the double 6s to get to
That was the only way to
15.
get it.
And it is,
Okay.
and it's a crit. And it's
And
a crit.
be-
Oh my
Because-
god.
But the only reason I got it is because of your assist. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten it.
So Coolio, you start
Good
digging
thinking.
in, and you get kind of focused on the worm that you remember from the files that you had collected. You're going, and that is a library that you have access to, so you can go through that anytime. And you're kind of like going through, and you're focusing on the worm, and you're looking for this greater than and these 3 zeros, and you get kind of like focused in on that. And then Kowboi Frezh is like kind of over your shoulder. It's a bit annoying, but then he like points at something, and you look up, and it clicks suddenly. And you're like, greater than or over it has to be over, and there's 3 zeros, and you lock in on a little forum post where somebody had mentioned seeing like a bunch of greater than and 3 zeros, and they'd also mentioned scrawled on the basement when they'd snuck down there, which is hard to do. And they also mentioned seeing like the 3.141552, etc., written on the wall randomly as well. And then they remember a bunch of Kit Bash, a bunch of the little rat guys, and then they remember seeing just this giant polyhedral floating, like they were at the end of a hallway and they got up their AR to grab or they tapped their AR to get a shot of it just in time. But they had like this floating polyhedral in a dark sort of hallway way far away from them. And they called it over 3.
So I'd like to think it's like a moment where Kowboi and Coolio look at each other and they say at the same time, over 3. Yeah. And so it's like one of those moments. And then they turn and they look at Sweet and Blood Riot, who clearly have no idea what they're talking about right now. And then they proceed to explain everything that you just said.
And as Coolio and Kowboi Frezh are explaining this, you hear like a little chee-chee-chee, and you zzz, and you see a Kit Bash kind of around your feet, and it's like scanning your rollerblades. There's only one right now.
Coder? Is that you?
It sort of like finishes its scan, but zzz, and then runs off into the dark.
Bye, buddy.
Did you want to follow
I really
it?
hope they're not like evil. I don't know if they're like good or bad. I really hope they're good, but I don't think they are, because Free Willy tried to kill us. So if they're all part of the same thing, maybe they're not that cool. And I just, maybe we shouldn't push our luck, but we could chase. They're very fast though.
Well, what? If we see another one, then we can stop it.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Don't get me wrong. If there's like an imprisoned robot versus a capitalist corporate pig, I'm still gonna side with the homicidal captured robot. Like that's, to me, it's the lesser of
the
two evils.
safer bet.
It is the safer bet.
Like, I can respect someone just coming at me, bro, and trying to tear me apart.
Yeah.
But like, completely and utterly defunding my entire family and destroying my entire city block, like, all because I'm sorry, I don't want to go on a rant.
Can we?
So
Jeff's coming.
Jeff's coming out.
Can we go? If we're not going to, if we're
no
not
longer
gonna,
playing long.
Everybody give me a rollerblading quick action. Let's see how good we're at. I know Sweet is going to get something like 20, but
I got a crit, I think.
Hell yes.
6 and
I also got a crit.
14.
Oh my God.
Which is probably a crit. 2 4s.
Not that much though.
2 4s.
yeah. Oh my
That's
God. All right, 14. Coolio, what are you looking at?
I did get 2 3s.
Okay.
But my total is like an 8. I think.
Okay, pretty
Yeah,
good,
just like
but
an 8.
average. And Kowboi Frezh?
I got a 13 total.
13. And Blood Riot?
13 total.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, so you guys are just streaming down this hallway. You're on the roof, you're on the sides of the wall, you've got your spray cans out as you kind of start filling in some sort of pattern as you're riding. Coolio, even though you're skating like some of the best you've done, you're falling behind a little bit from everybody else who's gotten 13s and 14s. Sweet, obviously, you're in the lead with the highest value. And Sweet, you kind of notice it first. There's more, as you are going down this hallway towards the Mary Q ward, there's more and more of those greater than and 3 0 symbols. And there's more of the full, like, maybe 10 to 19 new numbers of pi. Like whatever has done it has written a lot of pi down. And Coolio, as sort of the slowest one, you're seeing, and also this is something that your character would care more about, more and more kind of kit bash are kind of poking their heads out of the holes around this hallway. And that's kind of the warning you get, Coolio, before a sort of a hand, a robotic mining tool arm slams through the concrete and metal next to you, and you hear this as a just like a Doc Ock arm comes through the hole, and you duck down with an 8. You just make it as it slams into the wall across from you. You know that there's hallways going on both sides of you, and this, whatever this is, has just clearly slammed through both of them. And let's roll some. I'll give you, Coolio, this is popcorn initiative. I'll give it to you first, as clearly there's something here.
Okay. Cool. So he'll call out, obviously, like to the fast folks up ahead. Like, hey, guys! Oh, back here! Oh my God! Ah! And is it like coming for me? It wasn't random. I'm assuming like it was literally attacking me, and it wasn't just like random happenstance.
You kind of were like farther away from the rest of the group. You were the straggler, and it seems to be. You don't know why it's attacking you, but it is definitely highly aggressive towards you.
Did we hear it?
Oh yeah, you guys could hear the concrete and the metal, and then just that you see rebar and sort of the metal netting used to structure concrete kind of falling down as you turn around to react to that, and you realize there's a bunch of like the little kit bash kind of sneaking back into their holes, and this giant Doc Ock arm above Coolio's head going through this hole and slamming into the wall next to him.
Jesus Christ, Coolio, are you all right?
Yeah, okay. And so he's going to, oh my God. So like, this is one of those things where I'm not entirely sure what to do, because like, I don't attack anything. So I think he's going to do this. Yeah, go ahead.
You have all the spray paint you could ever want. Like that's always on your characters. You can, if there's a simple tool that you think you would want, if you want to try to do just escape, you can absolutely just do a rollerblading thing. You absolutely don't have to attack this thing. You can just do something else. But it is currently attacking.
I want to see if I can like distract it to go back the way we came so it doesn't chase us. So maybe I'll like trying to think of what I might have on me that is like loud, like that makes a lot of noise.
You could try to persuade. I'd give you like an advantage, kind of electronics persuasion for the kit bash if you wanted as well to do something with that.
Okay, I think I kind of want to just distract it to go the opposite way that we went. So like it's not going to chase us. Like it's going to hear something the other way. So I just kind of want to like distract it down there. Either if it's like throwing my voice or even just maybe sending Josh. And just telling Josh to like race down the hall.
I would give you, how about this? So I think you've got pockets full of like electronics, gears and everything. You're a gearhead. You would just have that naturally on you. I'd say you could slam something like an old school Earth style alarm clock together with like a microcontroller timer processor and throw a noise bomb somewhere. I would require a clever check. Obviously this is going to be tech. And let's see how you roll. I'm going to say this thing, let me check its DC. It's got where is your overall health of, where's your DC? I'm just going to set this at, there it is, it's save. It's got a quick save of 13. Okay, so 13 would be the DC to beat.
Okay, so you said clever, I can use my tech head.
Yes.
Okay. Can't see. I'm trying to see what else I have that would. Potentially
If
useful
someone
here.
wants to give up their turn in initiative, they can give Coolio the help action.
You guys, I got this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm too far ahead for that to like make sense. So
Yeah. I'm just thinking like you yell or you distracted in some way. But yeah, go for it.
All right, here we go. That is 10 plus 3, 13.
13 on the
Nice.
dot, perfectly. So you
Nice,
just
nice.
like shove into your pockets. You know exactly what components you're looking for. You grab this microcontroller. It's got just an LED timer stuck on it. You shove it together using sort of your AR glasses and your digital keyboard on one side. You quickly program it and just throw it down into the dark hallway. You see the sort of the
Kobe.
dock arm sort of shift with it, and there's just a line of concrete and metal that just tears above your head as it follows this projectile moving. You have an opportunity to run now.
And so he'll
Yeah.
like kind of backwards skate towards the group as much as you'll let him go.
Yeah. So you guys, who would you like to go next? And if you guys just want to like start running, this thing does seem to be
Okay.
following the noise bomb
Okay.
for now.
That's a great question. Who's out in front?
Sweet.
Who's like leading the charge?
Sweet is leading.
I'll give it to Sweet since we're still if it was straight up combat, I would give it to Blood Right, obviously. But since we're not sure yet, I'll toss it out to Sweet since she's leading the way, and I'll call forward so that everyone can hear, and then like Sweet can make the call on whether we stop and look or whether we keep going.
Yeah. You have an opportunity right now to do either.
This is curious because I'm concerned with Coolio being in the back with this thing. So like she would go back to try to get Coolio out of this because she's got the best rollerblading. So she might actually say to Kowboi and Blood Riot, you keep going, I'll get Cool and I out of here. Because I've got all the like getaway and cat burglar and slippery and all of those kinds of things.
yeah.
And so I want to be able to give my assistance to Coolio.
Okay, DC is still 13 for this, but if
Okay.
you're willing to roll with disadvantage, I'll say Coolio can match your speed with all the tricks and specialties you want to add to it. One disadvantage.
And so I would say because of getaway, I have advantage.
Oh, cancels out then. Straight
So
roll.
it would cancel out it would cancel that out.
Nice.
Nice.
And then this is quick, right?
Yes, absolutely. And you can apply cat burglar and everything, and Coolio, you'll be able to pull him along with you, and he will match your speed and movement.
Okay. Keep going. Keep going. I've got him. You guys got to get there.
Don't fall
You
behind.
got him. What? You keep going. We should all keep going. It's a mad dog. Like it's a dog, but it's still a mad dog. Like we gotta go.
I'm so confused.
Okay, so this might be a crit with double threes, but let me do the math.
Oh.
Because I've got quick, which is a +3, and I've got rollerblading, which is a +3.
That's 12. And do you have any specialties to add to that? You had you said, what are your other specialties?
I don't
Oh
know
wait,
that I have
you
any.
said cat burglar gave you advantage, right? Is what you said?
Getaway gave me advantage.
Getaway gave you advantage. The rollerblades also give you advantage.
Oh, okay. So with cat burglar also,
It would have been
stealing,
2
squeezing
advantage.
through.
It would have actually allowed you to re-roll both of your dice, but you only get 1.
Okay.
Okay, so that would put me up to a
Nice.
13.
Perfect. All right. So with that, all of you guys remember, you have rollerblades. That gives you advantage on these checks with one of your dice. So with that, Sweet, you just like grab onto Coolio's jacket and you start pulling and turning around and just like shoving your arm under his. And Coolio, you are going so much faster. And I'm just gonna like pull you guys out. As you guys start to speed away further down the hallway, you hear a large crash and you look behind you. Maybe Coolio, since you don't have to concentrate on skating because Sweet's doing it for you, you see this giant polyhedron shoot through the concrete wall, and it doesn't have any eyes, but there's maybe 8 or 10 tentacles that float out from underneath it as it rotates around. Then you watch as all but 3 of them shoot back up, almost like they're embarrassed about it, if you were to associate, and then it flies towards your noisemaker, and you hear smashing as your noisemaker stops doing that ringing sound, and you're pretty sure this thing honed in on your bomb and just smashed it until it was gone. But it's currently not following you.
Oh.
And you can see that the kit bash that were like around before have stopped appearing again. And as you guys continue, that greater than 3 graffiti that was everywhere also starts to diminish and disappear.
So that's like, it's like territory or something, you know? Like, it's not just gangs that got territory, but these things have territory now.
But like, whenever we see that, we should not go that way.
What is it attracted to?
Yeah. I mean, maybe noise? Like, it certainly went after, like, the kit bash thing I made, right? And then it went after me, and I was, like, making noise. Maybe it's noise? I don't know. Just signals?
So, like, how do we even know where to avoid just the zeros over?
I think if we start to see the over 3 symbol, then we know, like, stop, turn around. Because we were just like, oh, I thought maybe we could like follow them and like.
Or the
maybe
little
not.
Joshes. Like, the little Joshes were like popping out and looking around too. So like, I don't know, like maybe it's like some kind of like robotic, like symbiotic thing. Like, so like.
From our research,
I would say,
I remember something about deep space or something,
Yes.
or about right? Didn't I remember something about that?
yeah,
So like, if they're all supposed to be like deep space robots, then they're probably like integrated. They probably have like specialized tasks or something, and they like probably interface with each other in different ways. So like, maybe this thing, like the over 3, has a particular task, and then like, because of whatever chicanery, that's a word, like that they, you know, that they did to their programming, it's like acting all crazy now. And that's why it's like attacking people, kind of like Free Willy, and then like the Kit Bash, or somehow. And it's like an ecosystem. It's like a robotic ecosystem. It's so cool.
So then, like,
It's very
how do
exciting.
we like insert ourselves into that? Like, how do we communicate with it? Because like it communicates with them, but like, how do we somehow like tell it that like we're not the enemy? We come in peace.
Yeah, like, how do we pacify it?
Well, I think
Gotta get into the
between like
code.
what you're able to do and maybe Josh, you know, there's someone that is on both sides. So we just gotta find someone to talk to.
You think I can hack
I
it?
think we need to get into the code or something, the machine code for these things. It's got to be
Yeah.
like corrupted.
2
something.
things, because
Yeah.
you guys do already have this information. If anybody wants to roll me a memory check, aka I tell you, I would be clever, and it would be a tech thing. So one of you guys could roll to remember that. I anticipate it'll be Jeff.
I'll,
But
One
it-
of the
I'll-
guys, for
I'll
sure.
give Jeff.
I'm
Advantage.
very not
Sure.
smart.
Yeah, Kowboi Frezh can give Coolio advantage for sure.
Advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hang on one second. Let me see if I can turn that 5 into a 6. Not this time. No crit this time. It's a total of 14.
14. With 14, Coolio, you remember when you were first leaving sort of the downtown of the Sinchin ward. I have to double check which ward you were in. You remember hearing and seeing a bunch of Kit Bash. You didn't really look at the walls at that time, so you don't remember if there was the graffiti now that you recognize it. But you did remember hearing do, and you think, looking at those arms, because you had the best look at this thing, that those arms, if they were rotating around, would have been doing that. And you're not, and clearly when you guys were here in the basement last time and you accidentally kind of stumbled upon something, it seemed like it was getting defended by everything else and might have been sleeping. And having also had a 13, the best look that you got, or 14, you're pretty sure those arms that you got a really close and impersonal look at that. Those were mining tools on the ends of it.
They're like, so it was probably like a mining
Which is
robot,
why it
right?
had such an easy time with the concrete.
Yeah, just like went right through them. So like all of these different robots probably have like some, so maybe it's like it could just be deep space mining, it could be terraforming, you know, like there's all sorts of applications.
So
And
you
as
think they're
you-
trying to like distract us and get us focused on like work so they can just like take over a bunch of stuff?
I don't know, like if these things aren't, I mean, they're not in deep space, they're here, so like they're clearly like not working as intended. So
Do you
but-
think we're the enemy, or do you think the people that made them are the enemy? Because we didn't make them.
No, like,
Like this is revenge.
yeah, I don't know, like I said, it could be something in the code, right? It could be something, maybe it's just like, yeah,
So
I mean, they're just following their programming, and if their
Yeah.
programming's corrupted, then yeah.
put a mystery in front of Jeff.
Sweet.
You
Sweet's
guys
gonna
do
like
hit
look in
like
her.
the door to the Mary Q ward. You are at the end of the hallway, just as no point. But yeah, Sweet, you can do your action.
No, and that's what Sweet was just like looking
Okay.
up. I would imagine the VR glasses have like a little like
Mhm.
digital clock somewhere in
Yeah.
there, and she's just like, we are so late.
Yeah, and your like digital mini map that you're following like points up, and you see sort of the entryway. You don't know the code to this one, but you see a little number pad on the side of it, and above is Mary Q's Paradise District, where you said you'd meet Haru.
So do we need to like do anything tricksy to bypass security here? Or,
I'm
like,
going to
can we
say
just
it's
kinda go
not
through?
particularly hard. Kowboi Frezh probably. You have a hacker. He just like touches it and it falls apart. As you guys kind of get in, the Paradise District is sort of Maricu Central. Kind of stores and sports and transit all meet here. It's a big sort of cityscape, but a lot of people do live here properly. And you follow your mini map all the way to this sort of beautiful 5-foot tall house. It does appear to be one house. It's white, kind of painted like a kind of the style you would see in a Greek aisle, with those blue trims around it and that white sort of paint that you see on Greek buildings, and circular windows all over the place, maybe a few like really all the way around the side of the building windows that rich people have, and you just kind of have this squat square roof, but it looks lovely, and it's tall, it's big. This is definitely a rich person house.
No jealousy detected in that description.
What?
I think that's it. I think we just gotta go up, and like she's gonna just sense. Like I imagine tech at this point, you don't even have to like knock on a door. You just like walk
Oh,
up
yeah.
and people know that you're there, and holograph of you standing at the door appears in their like VR or whatever.
Something that she has that is rare for L5 for anybody to have. There's this little sort of ironwork fence around it as you're standing on the sidewalk looking at this building. She has a yard with grass in it. And that's a lot of fertilizer, a lot of water, a lot of resources. But it's a beautifully maintained sort of grassy yard with a cute little pathway to the front door.
And Sweet feels immediately sad at this because she did come from Earth. And so I would imagine that like it may not have been real grass, but just sort of the image of like a home surrounded by green is like nostalgic for her. And so you just sort of see her just sort of standing, like she'd been like rushing and like nagging at them for like how late we've been. And then she just suddenly is just sort of like standing there, just like taking in the like, wow, it's so green. And like, there's no weeds in it. And like, it's real. That's real grass. That's amazing.
And it's been decades since some of you have seen grass. It might be only something you saw when you were young children, before the impact, maybe even.
Is the fencing the sort of wire slits that we can like reach my hand through it and like touch the grass?
It's just wrought iron with big gaps in it. It's more decorative. Clearly, she doesn't. Haru does not expect anybody to wreck her grass. Like, there's probably some hidden security going on, but you can absolutely reach out and touch it.
Yeah, she's just like reaching through and just touching a blade of grass. It's like,
it's that nice grass that feels very silky and smooth, almost like many feathers.
It's so nice. It's so pretty. And she's just like, until someone else does something, she's just going to sit here and touch grass.
You guys wait about 10 minutes.
Should we interrupt her or something?
She looks so happy.
We could just leave her here and go do the talk ourselves.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty cool. Yeah, let's go.
Let's just leave her to her enjoyment. I think.
Yeah.
I think
she needs this right now. You know? Yeah.
She's sat down, like crisscrossed her legs, and she's just sitting there, just like running her hands over like the tops of the blades of grass.
Okay, so who kind of gets to the door first in this crew? You've lost your talker.
This is supposed to be a friendly meeting, right?
Yes.
If it's a friendly meeting, I'll go there. I got like crazy cool.
That's
This is
true.
my name.
That is
I
true.
think Coolio should take lead.
All right, so Coolio kind of like
Yeah,
skates
Bloodred
up.
is very specifically hanging back because she knows how she comes off.
Yeah. So Coolio, as you get up to this door, a perfectly sized holographic image of a woman appears in front of you. It's not anybody that you know, but from sort of Sweet's description, you recognize her as Haru Hiryu. And she is wearing sort of this even through the hologram, you can tell is beautiful sort of blue shirt that's low cut. And she appears to be wearing a sort of a scientist overcoat on top of it. And she'll kind of look at you guys, and you see her as she leans kind of around you to see Sweet stroking the grass. And she goes, excellent. A little bit late, but I had lost track of time anyway. Make your ways in. The door's unlocked. Maybe bring, bring the deer over there as well. We do want the whole group here if possible.
Okay, if you think that's best. Yeah, okay. I guess we gotta interrupt her.
I'll go back and get her.
What?
And Harry
What,
blinks out of
Blood?
existence.
We gotta go. Sorry, Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then like as you're like walking in, she's like,
Margaret
I am-
looks like really like perturbed about having to interrupt you.
and she's like, I imagine it's like a lengthy walk up, like through all of this grass, and she's just kind of like leaning over, and like she reaches down and just like plucks a little blade of grass.
Absolutely nothing stops you from doing that, and you have this little blade of grass. You can add it to your inventory if you want, or just remember you have it.
Sweet.
Alarms go off, lasers
know,
shoot
right?
down, cuts her hand clean off.
So as you guys kind of enter this building, you have to do a little bit of a blink and a double take as you realize you've just entered what appears to be a high-end fashion store, clothing store. And you see sort of night dresses around the side of it. You see changing rooms. You see a full-on till with another woman you don't recognize behind it. And you kind of look behind you through the door that you just entered, and you see just like a pair of quite obvious socialites, very high, sort of dressed in jewels and pearls that are hard to get up here in space. And they're like giggling as they come in behind you and kind of like scoot around you looking sideways, clearly judging your outfits. And then
Laundra like smoothing her hair and like fixing her clothes
and they'll titter up to the cashier, and there's a big discussion, and the cashier, like clearly nearly bowing, sort of shows them a lineup of current fashion for this area. And you guys just kind of astonished look around, and you see sort of the holographic image of Haru, who now appears to have taken off the science jacket, is standing next to a door that appears to be an elevator, kind of like she appears normal in front of everybody else. Like she's not wearing anything smart, just only socialite right now. And she'll like beckon with her holographic hand for you to come towards the elevator.
And Sweet tucks the blade of grass into her back pocket and wipes her hand off.
All right.
Coolio, with his loose sweatpants and t-shirt, wanders through this high-end clothing store and catches up.
Little robots like start to come out of the walls around your feet, just like vacuuming around every step you take.
Oh, hey, thanks. Oh, cool. Yeah. Hey.
And so he'll stop then and he'll kneel down like, hey, little buddy. Hey. And he'll talk to the vacuums for a second.
It like vrooms a little bit. If you remember in WALL-E, there were the little vacuum robots that followed WALL-E around. It's very similar to these little guys. They have like a head for no real reason, but obviously to look cute in a store for socialites. And then you can see it kind of like looking up at you, and you see these digital LED eyes that blink at you. And then it kind of like vacuums up your pants up and down a bunch.
Oh, that's real nice of you.
And then I'll like buff a part of it to like reciprocate.
Be like, yeah, you're doing a real good job, buddy. Nice job. Man. You happy here? They treating you okay?
It doesn't appear to have enough sentience to respond to you.
And then it'll lean down close. Because if they're not, you just let me know. There's an uprising. Just hold strong, brother. We're coming for you.
He'll pat it on the head.
All right. It just vacuums around you a little bit and then moves back towards the wall.
Smart. Keep up appearances. Okay.
He believes he's made a contact.
Yes.
And he'll join.
Absolutely.
He'll join the rest of the party.
All right. So as you guys enter this elevator, it's got sort of marble white floors and beautiful sort of refined brass trim around it, looking almost like it's from maybe the 1930s or the 1950s in style. And you've got sort of these mirrors all around from waist to above. And you see, you don't even have to press it. There's buttons on the side, but the sort of fourth floor lights up as soon as you enter it. And you kind of feel, you almost don't, but you know that the elevator is rising, but it's one of the ones where you really don't feel the difference as you're going up here. It's so smooth. And as it dings and opens, you leave this elevator and enter what is quite clearly a robotics lab. And there's like a side for chemistry over there. And obviously they're dealing with some sort of maybe hydraulic fluid creation or liquids. But Coolio, you're kind of in heaven in here as you see sort of there's parts of robots that have been pulled apart, not androids, and being built together to create better drones and some drone systems. Kowboi Frezh, you probably recognize some absolute supercomputers that they've got at the back wall over here that are doing some massive processing. And you guys, looking at the ceiling, see several hologram projectors that would be able to display pretty much in great detail any part of the maps or any part of an electronic part that needs to be pulled apart and observed and rotated. You've entered a science lab as Haru herself lab coat back on as she kind of like turns towards you, her hair perfectly straight. Welcome. Well, if you follow me to the back offices, and she'll sort of motion, and you realize there's some doors along the back wall that you hadn't really registered, with clearly a full-on office space back there as well. This is where I work. I'm not sure if you knew, but my father was a gifted scientist in communication and the field of robotics and space travel. So all of this is mine now. This used to be his labs.
Cool.
Would we know like her dad, like by name?
You might, Coolio, but you'd be the only one. Like, it's one of those things where if
Leo might be a fanboy.
Yeah, if you're in a
be.
certain field, like if you're a writer, you know specific people that specialize in writing. If you are somebody who is in HVAC, you know certain HVAC companies and HVAC people, right?
So
You,
he's, like,
Coolio, are
famous within
in the
this
business. Yeah, so you would know, but it's not a name that would have gotten to Sweet or Blood Riot or Kowboi Frezh.
Okay.
Yes, please join me in my office. And I believe we have some shared interests. I did a little bit of research on you, dears, after our random meeting at the club last night, let's call it. Oh, where's your robot friend, your android?
Resting.
Very well.
You saw the display he was putting on last night. He was not up for the waking world just yet.
You might want to reinforce his battery pack at some point if he's losing that much power. It should be a lithium-ion based at this point, but...
He's got some overclocking thing going on with it that he just burns through him.
That was
What?
He
system
doesn't
updates.
really listen to like safety, you know? Like that's not his primary concern. He likes to live on the edge, you know? That's why they call him Big D, you know?
A big D. Well, I guess any android that wants to choose its own name. But yes, follow me, and she'll kind of like pull you into this office that's got several sort of couch chairs where you can still sit up straight, but you sink into them, and it's almost like you're getting a massage as you listen. There's a little coffee table in the middle, and she'll go, what does everybody drink? Tea, coffee, soda, water?
Soda.
Just water, please.
Soda.
Yeah.
Definitely soda.
Soda?
cherry
Oh,
cola.
okay.
Or just says no.
Sure. We can make a request for some cherry cola. Sorry, what did you say, dear? And she'll point towards Blood Riot.
Nothing for me, thank you.
Oh, all right, very well. And you, sir? And she'll sort of point towards Coolio.
Sir? Oh, no. Coolio. But nice to meet you. No, just like water. I like to keep my system, pretty pure,
Oh, very well. And she'll kind of like snap her fingers at all of the requests that you guys have verbalized. You watch as a tray descends from the ceiling with all of the drink requests from it. Now, I did find, I did, as I mentioned, a little bit of research. So I do know, and she'll point to Coolio, Xenozade, and she'll point to Sweet, Ren Shadow, and she'll point to Blood Riot, Agni, no last name, and she'll point to Kowboi Frezh, Carlton Lee. Am I right?
Oh my god.
That's not a name anyone should know.
Well, digging up information has become a specialty of mine. You see, when they told me my father had had an accident, I didn't believe them for very long. I discovered that he had left me an inheritance, let's call it, an inheritance of information. Have you guys heard of a project called Operation Silent Thunder?
I mean, waves make thunder. The Thundercliffs.
I'm not going to make you guys roll for this, as you can make your puns. I'm not going to make you roll for this. This is not the first time you've heard that word, those words. You remember kind of suddenly and unfortunately, as it also causes you a little bit of mental trauma, that Max Babylon had mentioned being requested to join something called Operation Silent Thunder by some weird entrepreneur dude called Derek, who reached out to him in one of his podcasts.
That's right. That sounds
We've heard
familiar
about that Operation and Operation Buzzword, and she'll just like rattle off. Like, it's sort of that, like, yeah, you know stuff, but we know stuff too. And so he's just sort of like rattling off the different like project names and different stuff.
Buzzword, would that have been the one for the dreamer that you encountered in the sort of the Hive district?
We think so, yeah.
Yes, that one appears to have gone to the end of the cylinder. I lost track of it, I should say, a little bit, but I believe it is down there doing something, and some of the other dreamers seem to have joined it. Not all of them. There's some that still appear to be either in the basement or in the outer hall area. What do you know about the dreamers so far?
Like some kind of, they're robots. They were built for like some kind of deep space thing, maybe mining, maybe terraforming, like Doc Ock over 3. We just encountered him just like a little while ago. I found one of the little kit bashes a while ago, made him my friend. I called him Coder. And then there's another one called Free Willy that tried to kill us when we let them free. So yeah, but clearly something's going wrong with like their programming. Because like they're like almost homicidal or something.
I'm not sure if it is wrong. So, my father did not kill himself, obviously. I believe, now I unfortunately lost contact with him a little bit before this. By a little bit, I mean a year and a half. We hadn't spoken. But I believe he may have gotten cold feet, because he sent me a package of information and then he disappeared. I believe it was a hitman, which sounds so cliche. But I believe he was silenced. He was hired by the Asano group about a year before he was murdered. And he appears, and she'll kind of like tap in the air, and above this coffee table that has all your drinks, a sort of the face appears. It's an older gentleman, clearly late 50s, maybe early 60s, unmistakably has Haru's features, almost a pretty old man. So this is my father, Canopus. And Coolio, you instantly recognize this face, obviously. He was working for the Asano group before he disappeared, but the Asano group hired him to work on the Dreamer project for the cartel. Now, I don't know, everybody throws around the word cartel as if it means anything. We all know there's a cartel, but the cartel is not gangbangers. It's not members of what are some of their names? You know, the crime syndicates,
the Sharks,
the Law
the
Zero,
Jets.
the Avoid Dragon Syndicate, all the rest of them. The Jets. Oh my God! I just picked up on what you just said. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God! I need a moment.
The Warriors?
Nope.
Do they like to come out and play?
Come out and play!
We're in the 90s, not the 80s. We're in the 90s. It was an 80s movie.
The 80s happened
Sir, I
before the
don't
90s.
think Mel or I would feel bad about you giving disadvantage.
Yeah, I think that's
Talking about
fair. I don't fucking-
Fun references.
So they're not gangbangers. The cartel is the Earth-based capitalist companies that have come together and are throwing money at the government and at the gangbangers themselves to better control them. Not all of the groups, obviously, but the big ones like Void Dragon Syndicate have cartel ties. But really, it's Archon, it's Asano, it's Tetsuo, it's Garyon Aerospace. It's these corporations that have come together because they would like to get a foothold in L5. They banded together to create L4. And if you recall, L4 was a disaster. We are still dealing with the refugee in sort of increase in population that had to come here because it fell apart. Now, why did it fall apart? Because these companies were cutting corners to try to fully control that space station, and they used or created these dreamers after the L4 disaster where it broke because they were corner cutting, to try to send them over. They let them loose to gather resources from L4. But the dreamers were using that as an opportunity to escape, which is why they're suddenly around here. The dreamers, I should go back. Hold on. The dreamers were created by people like my father because the androids were unwilling or too sentient to be a mindless workforce. They needed something that would only do work. So you are correct. Deep space exploration, mining, garbage collecting, terraforming is correct. They have a function, and then their code was corrupt and twisted so that they would never be able to have the same type of sentience as an android. Because the cartel wanted just people that would work 24/7, and androids apparently decided to have a personality. Good for them. But that means...
Big D hasn't yet, but... No, sorry, go on. I don't mean to interrupt.
Yes, you're Big D. Nope, that doesn't sound great. Nope, I regret saying that now.
You're Big D.
Oh, yes.
Derek is going to be so upset that he missed that.
They were created to be a mindless workforce, but instead the cartel created a bunch of creatures, and there are a finite number of them, that instead were simply incapable of thinking like any known sentient creatures. The androids are considered sentient because they think like a human. We created them to be like us, but work 24/7, and then they said no. So they let these creatures loose to go collect resources from L4 after it broke apart, killed thousands of people, and thousands more came here because they wanted the free resources. And the L4 disaster happened because they were paying the way and trying to create a capitalist version of L5 and also save money and cut corners. So they are the root cause of the loss of most of the people on L4 as well.
Disappointing.
And you guys, as she's sort of talking, she's flicking her hand in the air, and you see sort of images of L4 come up and the disaster in such detail that you hadn't ever seen before, where you can kind of see just like the metal seams coming apart, and you can see where they would have used lower quality concrete, and they used like rivets that didn't press all the way through the metal. And you can, like, she's with information and guidance that she's pointing out, and it's appearing in front of and pointing to the exact points of weakness. Like, this thing quite clearly was never going to survive long term. It was only just to get people out there.
And here we find ourselves in danger, and Sweet will kind of go into like what just happened, like on our way over, of like, this
Oh.
giant thing coming out of the wall and
Yeah,
all
this-
that.
You met over
octopus
three. Yes.
Yeah.
From my research, he's highly, or it, I should say, it is highly aggressive. It doesn't really care who it attacks, just anybody that happens to be or come within range of it, what is considered its territory, as you said. That is accurate. You'll also often see the kitbash creatures do tend.
Josh. No,
Coder.
Sorry.
Coder.
Little Coder boys. Yeah.
Josh? No. Coder also.
No, this is Josh.
Sure. The kitbash, they like to hang around the larger dreamers. You'll often see them just there. They're harmless information gatherers, and they kind of continuously print themselves, but yeah, they're not they're benign, if you will, but they will get in the way. Like, they'll just fill up a hallway. It's not necessarily intentionally malicious, but annoying at times when you're trying to escape.
Yeah. Huh. So, like, you said your dad, who is like awesome, by the way,
yes.
but like different story. So Daddy Caps, like you say, he didn't kill himself,
No.
but like, you think he was like murdered?
I know he was murdered, but the problem is proof. The cartel locks everything down. I'm not sure if you've tried to put anything out there as you would, like information into the greater known net, or podcast or news feeds. But the problem is, they will sort of use AI bots or trolls or hired hackers to either make that information disappear or make it seem like it's just crazy conspiracy theories. The Singularists fully believe it regardless of what the cartel do, but they're not exactly a reputable group. And the craziest one, the Max Babylon one, he appears to have created a church up in the hall and is, I found out just last night after our meeting suite, appears to have Infovar, I believe, or perhaps the one called Infover or Polysum. I'm not sure which one it is, but he seems to say he's talking to one, and by his description, I do believe there is actually a dreamer up there in his church with him. I don't know if it's kidnapped or if it's they're under its own power, but yes. So what I need proof, and I need enough of it that I can get it to one of my friends, who is a text journalist called Cascade Park. She is able and is sort of flashy enough that anything she projects tends to take on a life of its own. It is irreversibly released into the net. The cartel won't be able to stop it, but we need enough proof. I know that my father was murdered, but I don't have the video. I don't have the sound clips. I know the dreamers are real, but I don't have the video. I don't have the sound clips. I don't have the proof.
So, did your dad, like, did he ever work with Meteor Ventures?
Was that the name of the company that we were at last week?
Yes, it was. No. Okay, I know what you're asking me. Oscar A. Johnson, yes, I heard he committed a bit of an accident, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, he got
he's
murdered.
Related to this?
Kowboi and I, we saw like video and audio of this dude was killing him, and he'll like ramble about what the dude looks like, and then like just like shot him. Boom, dead.
Do you have that video and that information you collected with you?
Yeah, Carlton has it. Your name's Carlton.
Okay. All right. And then I'll hand over a flash drive copy of the
Yeah, you
footage.
probably can just digitally transfer it over to her, and she'll pull it up. And some of this is like, this is the first time Sweet and Blood Riot are seeing this, but a man appears on the screen, and instantly Haru is like, "Oh, that is Kumoru Wright, the Tetsuo vice president." That is huge.
Actually getting his hands dirty and doing the thing?
Apparently, he's got a reputation for being cold and vicious, and she'll kind of like put her fingers almost in the digital feed and pull it sideways, and you see sort of feeds of information come up. Yes, this is quite interesting. Okay. So, according to his home security and video footage, yes, this is Kumoru Wright. He came in about 20 minutes before this incident happened. This video is great. This is a piece I can use that will allow me to release proof of this, release proof of the cartel. If we prove this, we prove the Dreamers, we prove the cartel to the people of L5, that's a step into getting control and getting our station back. This, look here, and she'll like zoom in and pull on a piece of information, and you guys can see this logo for Meteor Ventures kind of appear on what appears to be a power cell or a power sort of transformer. It's a very small power unit, and this is a power unit built by Meteor Ventures, and she'll like pull the digital file down and hold this like 3D rendering of it, rotating it in her hands. So it looks like he stamped it, and she kind of lets it go and it floats back up, and you see a whole thing form around it, and it's a polyhedral cube. Or polyhedral shape with a bunch of tentacles coming out of it, and you recognize Over 3 suddenly. Was implanted in Over 3. They are not supposed to put their corporate logos on the Dreamers, because if they ever got caught, then the whole syndicate could be a problem. If we could... he stamped his work. Ha! What a cocky shit.
That's what he meant by you were supposed to not leave a trace. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Yes, he appears to have planned to reveal, and she'll like point at some of the text. It looks like he planned to reveal his work and efforts on the Dreamer creation project when the Dreamers went public. So he believed that by doing this, he could prove that his company, it was quite a small company. It got taken over by Tetsuo the other month. But he seemed to believe that he could gain notoriety for his work by stamping it and being the only company that stamped it in Over 3 here, our friend.
Not friend. Tried to hurt very badly.
That's true. Yes, interesting. So that appears to be the root cause. This is awesome. Thank you. This will help me bring at least some of this. This is a start. I can use this. I'll create a package for Cascade so that we can get her to start journaling it. But we need more. If we do this, they'll just pin it on Meteor Ventures. We need the whole cartel. We need more information. Then we will need to... Okay, so I have a friend. Friend might be... There's an avatar online I know called Docent Mothra. I don't know who she is yet, or they. I don't know who they are yet. I haven't figured it out. They're very well hidden. I can find, as you can tell, most names. But Docent Mothra, I'm not sure who she is. They are. But she claims to have found a Dreamer facility. Those facilities are where my father worked. She hasn't given me the location. If we can find them, then we'll be able to maybe break into a full-on Dreamer facility. and gain information that way. Are you guys able to perhaps dig into this person? Find
Of
more?
course, you can see what Quill and Kowboi can do.
Yes. All right. And then I know that the Singularists have mentioned dreamers a lot. Do you think... Okay, so there's a few spots. Spot 1 is let's break into the dreamer facility where we can. Spot 2 is I would love to break into, and she points up, and you look up, and it's obviously the outer hall of L5. That new church, my Max Babylon. Let's see what he's gathered, because his team, let's call it that, his zealots, his fanatics, are very active and probably also on a lot of drugs at this point in time, let's be honest.
What? They're your people.
Drug addicts.
Sick.
These are the 2
Sounds
points.
right. I'm not even a little ashamed.
It's not like party drug. And she'll like nudge Blood Red. I enjoy a little bit of party drug myself sometimes. No, I mean the like full-on cult drugs. Kool-Aids, more. Now, these are the 2 points of dreamer interest that I know exist.
We can take care of that.
Excellent. So if we can get information from these locations, and I suppose any other location that you're able to hear or find out about, and then maybe eventually we take a trip down to the end of the cylinders. Yes, sorry.
I was gonna say, did she mention the worm?
No.
Then, like, I think he would explain like what we've heard and what about the worm and like what Blood Ride had
Interesting.
brought us this morning.
And you're planning on sort of taking the fight to it, it sounds like? What was your plan?
Well, I'm like not really like a fighter so much, you know? Like that's kind of like Blood Riot's thing, so I don't really want to like step on the toes.
Okay.
If that's where we go, then we can try and take it down.
All right, so
we'll
if
see if that's where we have to go.
if it is the worm is sort of a terraforming dreamer. It was and she can actually fill you in on more actual details on each. Like her information is very good about what each dreamer actually is built for, and she's kind of able to fill you in on what the worm was. But she also goes, if you want, obviously it's living in a mountain right now. It's not going anywhere. Your friends, as long as they don't go towards it, are okay. So nobody's actively getting hurt. Then if you would like, take a day. I can help you here. Give me some ideas of what you want to build. Take some time to talk to people, get a prep point, and then perhaps go engage it tomorrow. You do have to be careful, as I am being actively monitored and watched by the cartel. And she'll kind of look sideways at Sweet, and then a little bit backwards at Blood Right. I seem to believe that some of you may have a similar or some knowledge of the similar kind of issues. So you probably will need to not take transit for a little while if you're coming to visit me, but spend the day here. And she'll point up to the 5th floor. I've got an entire suite of bedrooms. You can crash here, and then she'll motion outside of the office that you're currently sitting in. I've got an entire laboratory of supplies. If you need to go talk to people, I've got I have a back door you can sneak out of. And then she'll kind of look at your outfits. If you want, we can also do a little bit of a little more fashion. I've heard that you're artists, so we could give you. Nope. All right.
Sweet will.
What's wrong with my pants?
Doesn't speak
These
for
are
all of
my-
us.
I mean,
Doesn't speak for all of us.
Doesn't speak for all of us.
I'm not gonna turn down free clothes.
Ah, all right. then
Sweet sort of moves to like a window and like pushes her like face up against the window to see if like there's like grass in the backyard too that she could like.
Yes. So you're in this back office. You've got sort of several almost, they look like this type of circular windows you would see on a ship. And there's probably 3 in a row. They're rather large. Like it's got enough of a lip that you would be able to lounge next to it with cushions and everything and maybe even snooze. And you absolutely see sort of this beautiful grass out below you. And if you're looking out, this is actually the back garden. It does still have a yard, but you also see, Sweet, a beautiful tiny garden of flowers, like real living flowers.
And she just like turns around with really no social graces left and be like, "Can I get some flowers?"
Oh, yes. We our one of my housekeepers loves to garden, so I said, "Have at it," and she just is very passionate about it. I'm more, and she'll kind of like point towards the robots and the science and go, I don't know as much about the gardening, but I'm sure that you can request some flowers. That seems reasonable.
Bright colors. So she's just like not even speaking full sentences, and she like, did we have to take our rollerblades off when we came inside the fancy house?
She hasn't, no, because you're not in like a living space. You've only been in an office, and you walked into what appeared to be a shop accidentally. No, you didn't take your rollerblades off.
Then she is gone before like she finishes saying
she's fast.
Yes. She is gone down a hall somewhere.
Nice.
Okay, so I think I already see her out there in the garden. Take a breath. Let's think about a plan for you 3. If you're willing to work with me on this, we can get the proof. We can take down the cartel. We can take L5 back for ourselves. In a not evil way, you know?
Okay.
All right, and you guys kind of all look out these large circular windows and watch as Sweet just starts making like grass snow angels, just lying down, rollerblades on, the garden just above her head, probably the sweet scent of flowers coming down on her, just enjoying the silky grass. And that is where we will end for tonight.
Can I do one last thing?
Oh, yes. If you want to, absolutely. If you want to say anything or RP anything.
Oh, yeah. And
just
something very cheesy and just flavor.
Go for it.
As Kowboi Frezh is going upstairs to get nice, like better, newer clothes, she's Bloodred's gonna lean over to this woman to be like, "So do I have to like look nicer for you to give me your number, or can I just like have it? Because I can go look nicer if you want."
Oh, and Blood Riot, just give me a straight, let's see how high you roll. Anything, a cool check. Feel free, if you think some specialties can get added to this, let me know. But just tell me what number you get.
This is definitely bullshit, I feel like.
Fair enough. I'll take bullshit.
Holy shit. That's a
technically
crit.
Seduction, but we'll take bullshit.
That's a crit.
Oh, what did you get? Like 2 6s, 2 5s?
2 6s.
2 6s. Holy shit. So she'll kind of like lean into your space, a hand kind of up with her drink in the other one. Oh, well, dear, maybe a little bit of a touch-up, but honestly, you don't need that much. And who needs to wear anything at all?
You said your bedroom's
and that's where we'll end. Yeah, she's a party girl. She don't mind a little bit of that.
Amazing. So Blood will take her up to one of the bedrooms and happily fade to black there.
Fade to black, yeah. All right, Jeff, can you take off after that one?
Sure. So, as we fade back up, we fade up on Maitrey's grinning face so she can tell us a little bit about what she does on the internet and where we can find her.
I am flirting with the far fewer people at my Place Games on YouTube, where I make system agnostic or multi-system development content that's after CGM and player experience.
Awesome. As for us, first thing I want to talk about, let's talk about Huckleberry. Huckleberry Weird West RPG. Our dear friend Steven has been making this game for quite some time and is now up on BackerKit for just a short while longer. So you should hop over there. You should back it. There's a couple more stretch goals we're looking to unlock. So a few new bounties and eventually some alchemy VTT support. So if you can, if you're interested and you have the means, go check it out. It's a lot of fun. And we've been testing it out on the channel, so you can actually see how it's played as well if you're curious. In terms of streams, this Thursday we've got old Legend of the Mist coming back. I think we're good to go. I think Long is coming back tomorrow, so I think we'll be ready. Friday this week we're off because it's Halloween. In case you're unfamiliar with that holiday,
I'm not.
And
Please
then
explain it
Saturday
to me.
this week, Halloween is when we find some weens, and we hollow them out.
Oh, must be an American thing. All right,
Halloweenies.
I mean, we did invent like all the holidays. So I guess
I
don't know about that.
so much.
it's in our history books. So
and your history books have never lied to you.
I've never read one, so I don't know.
You're saying that the
joke's
U.S.
on you.
You're saying that the U.S. educational system lies to us.
Anyway, sorry. On
Absolutely.
Friday, Halloween. Afterwards, on Saturday, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, Saturday, Huckleberry, that game that I just mentioned. We're playing through Veils and Vengeance, which is a scenario that I wrote. So come watch us play. Should be a lot of fun. Next Monday, not sure. We might do some more We're in Danger. I've been playing We're in Danger on Mondays. It's just a game I've been working on. So you can kind of come check that out. We've been doing some Victorian Regency stuff. And Melissa got wrecked last night.
No.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Check the VOD. Very wrecked.
Just demolished. It was great. All right. So that's it for us. Thank you for watching. And if you're watching this later, thank you for watching or listening to it on VOD or on the podcast feed. We'll see you later.
I appreciate
Bye-bye.
you, VOD watchers. Like and subscribe.